Good morning. It's morning for me. It is 8 a.m. over here in California, and I am coming to you live. My name is Dr. Corey Campbell, and welcome to my Facebook Live daily tip to give you fun things to start off your day. It is Monday morning for me. If you are watching this as the replay, maybe it's morning, afternoon, or evening, just type in, give me a hashtag replay that you are watching that, because I love catching up with you guys to see what you liked before. I'm going to give a couple shout outs here. So Amy, welcome. Welcome. Glad to see you on here. I asked questions. So why is it important to write it down? So this whole week, so for 5 days, I'm going to be talking about goals and why it's important to set them, why it's important to write them down, and what makes a good goal, and what can you do to get that. Because at the end of the week, if you learn all of my daily tips for 5 days, you're going to walk away and crush it, right? So let's talk about SMART goals. Maybe you guys have heard that before, that term SMART, S-M-A-R-T. So this is what a goal should entail. So you can't just go off and say, I want to make $1 million, because you don't know when, you don't know time frame. Is that achievable? Is it relevant? So what does it actually mean? There's got to be some feeling behind it. So we're going to break it down to your SMART goals. So if you guys want to write this down, S, the first S, stands for specific. So what exactly do you want to do? So I want to make $1 million. Could be a big goal. M is measurable. So this is, how will you know that you meet the goal? So $1 million, that's measurable, but do I want that to be $1 million in one lump sum? Do I want that to be $1 million over the course of a few years? So what is the measurement for that? All right. Achievable is A. So what are the steps that are going to get to that goal? So yes, you want your big, lofty goal at the end, but what's going to get there? So is it an achievable goal? I want to be able to, circle Pluto. Is that achievable? Well, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. So if any scientists are out there, if it is achievable to circulate Pluto, let me know. All right. So the next one is R, which is relevant. So this is, what about your goal makes it important to you? So this comes to the feeling side of it. My goals are totally different than your goals. It doesn't make your goals better than mine or mine better than yours. It makes them relevant to us, right? So make sure that that relevancy is in there, and that you're not setting goals for yourself because someone else set a goal for them, right? Hey Mike, thanks for popping on and watching. Glad to have you here. All right, so we're talking about goals. T for SMART. T is timely. So this is, when do you want to achieve this goal? Now, there's a study that was done in Harvard Business Schools. So you've got Harvard MBAs, and they did a study where they had part of the group, they just said their goals out loud, like, this is what I want to achieve. And then they had others where they wrote their goal down, and then they had another group where they wrote the goal down and then they wrote the next steps. Like, they had the plan, okay? And what they did is they circled back to these groups of graduates, and they found that the ones that wrote the goal down and had the plan were making significantly more money in their businesses than those who just wrote the goal down. But those who wrote the goal down were making significantly more in their business than the people who did not even write the goal down. So here's my takeaway from that. If you do one thing today, just one thing, write down a goal. The next step to make it super awesome would be to write down the goal and then write down your action steps to get to that goal. But one thing today, write down one goal. This might be a goal that you want to achieve, like a big dream goal. So maybe it's your 10-year, your 20-year goal. You're shooting for the stars. right? It might be a goal that you're going to achieve this week. It might be a goal that you want to achieve at the end of the month or at the end of 2018. But sit down and spend 5 minutes. I'm just asking for 5 minutes today and write down a goal. Write it down on if you have a dry erase board in your home, write it down on that, a sticky note, a piece of paper. Once you have it written down, then have it in your face. So sticky note, bathroom mirror is an awesome spot for that. Write down the goal, have it in your face for the rest of the week. And then catch my lives the rest of the week, and I'm going to teach you how to build action steps so you will have huge success for not only achieving that goal, but achieving all the steps to get to that point. All right, so we're going to do this together. This is where you're starting today. 5 minutes, write down one goal. Just one. I'm not asking for a lot. So just one. And we're going to build on that this week. So come back and grab that information with me, and we're going to talk about that again. So I'm going to review just real quick. Write a SMART goal. So S is specific. So what exactly do you want to achieve? What exactly do you want to do? M is measurable. So how will you know if you meet that goal? And then A being achievable. So you want it to be something that's relevant, achievable, something that you can accomplish with your skill sets. And then R is relevant, so make it relevant to you, not to anyone else in the world, but you. And then T for timely is when do you want to achieve that by? So if you're setting a goal for this week, you're going to write by Friday. If you're setting a goal for the end of the month, you're going to say by October 31st. If you're setting a goal for the end of the year, you say by December 31st. If you're setting a goal for 5 years from now, pick a date. Don't just say 5 years from now. Pick an actual date. Same thing if you're going 10 years or 20 years out. Pick a specific date. So that's going to be your time. That's your task for today. Super simple. 5 minutes. Spend some time writing that out. And put it where you can see it. And then you're going to pop back tomorrow. We're going to talk more about goals, and we are going to achieve this together. If you have found this helpful, please tag a friend, share it, because we're going to get this goal information out there, and I'm going to watch everyone crush it this year. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Go out, do beautiful things, write your goal, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.